Hello everyone, and welcome to my first official tutorial. Sorry if I'm really weird, and this will be a voiceover. I'm still trying to figure out what's my favorite way to do this whole tutorial thing. But anyway, today's eye look, I used the Urban Decay Naked Heat palette. It's a very red, pretty eyeball. I like it a lot. This is basically what I would wear every day if I wore makeup every day, but I'm a stay-at-home mom, so my kid doesn't care what I look like. Oh, and if you see little white specks all over my shirt, I am covered in dog hair because, you know, I live that dog mom life. So, anyway, yes, if you like this look, just keep watching. Okay, so I am using my Wet n Wild foundation in the color Nude Ivory, I believe. Just swiping it on my face. Then I'm going in with my Real Techniques sponge and just blend until you can't blend anymore. Now I am taking my photofocus concealer from Wet n Wild and putting it under my eyes, down my nose, a little on my forehead, and some on my Cupid's bow. And I'm just taking that same Real Techniques sponge and blending that out. Next, I am putting on my Wet n Wild Photofocus Pressed Powder in the color Warm Light. I'm basically just putting this anywhere I put my concealer, especially under my eyes, my nose, a little bit on my forehead, and a little bit on my laugh lines, or I guess they're laugh lines, but yes. And then whatever's left on the brush, I will put it on the rest of my face, just all over. Then for eye primer, I'm going to use my Wimpy Dimpy old e.l.f. eye primer that I have had forever, but it works, so I use it. Now for the part that everybody's been waiting for, the eyeshadow. Alright, with a just regular eyeshadow brush, I'm going in with a shade called Chaser. And I'm just kind of putting that in my crease. It's going to be my transition shade. Now, what you're seeing me do right here is, since I have hooded eyelids, I like to look straight into a mirror and kind of see where my eyeshadow is going to be seen. So I kind of like look forward, make a mark where it will be seen, and I kind of just go on from there. Because with hooded eyelids, you could do the most beautiful eyeball, and if your eyes are actually open, then you most likely won't see it. Let's see, now I'm going in with the color Sauced. Also putting that in my crease. I'm concentrating the color mostly on the outside. Now once I get most of that kind of blended where I want to, then I'll bring it into the inner corner of my eye. You'll see that I'm again just looking forward with my eyes relaxed and seeing how high up my eyeshadow will be seen with my eyes actually open. And then with the same brush, I'm still using the same brush for all three colors, by the way. I'm going in with the color Cayenne and just patting that all over my lid. Now I am using a blending brush in the color In Fuego and also putting that in my crease. Mainly trying to focus that on the outer portion, kind of like I did with Sauced, but I just wanted to darken it up a little bit. Now using a smaller crease brush from e.l.f., I'm going to be taking the color Ashes and kind of putting that on the outer third, really kind of focusing it on the outer part of my eye just to give it some more depth. Now I'm just taking that eyeshadow brush again and putting some more Cayenne on my lid because some of it got kind of wiped away as I was blending. Now with a clean brush, I am taking the color Chaser, kind of just clean up the edges, make sure everything is blended out nicely. For the lower lash line, I am just taking the color Cayenne and just buffing it onto there. Then with a fluffy blending brush, I'm just making sure that it's nice and blended under there. Blended under that, if I could speak. Just blend. This brush is like a flat shader brush, I guess. Clearly I have a hard time saying ours, but now I'm just taking the color Ashes on that brush and putting it right on my lash line and just smudging it out. And I'm just gonna go back with the blending brush, make sure everything is nice and blended and looks nice and pretty. Even get there in there with your finger. That sounded disgusting. Okay, that's just. What are we doing next? Now it is time for eyeliner. I am using Physicians Formula Eye Booster in the color Ultra Black. And the only thing I can recommend with this is it's an amazing eyeliner. And if you want to try it, please get Ultra Black. Because if you just get black, I don't know why they call it black. It's gray. It's gray. I don't know why they call it black. It should be gray. Now here comes the most difficult part. Trying to make them look the friggin' same. Here we go. Okay, now it's time for some contour, which I am still trying to perfect my technique. I know it's not perfect, but practice makes perfect. I'm using my Fit Me powder in the color True Beige. It's number 222. It's the Fit Me Matte and Poreless with my e.l.f. Contour brush. My e.l.f. contour brush. Oh, there we go. Alright, now I'm also going to contour my nose. Again, still perfecting my craft. Yep, same brush, same color, just on my nose. Moving right along to blush, this is Luminoso from Milani. It's a very peachy, shimmery blush. And I'm using my Real Techniques, I think it's the all over face brush? Not sure. But yep, just applying it to my cheekies. Now onto my eyebrows. I will be using my Jordana brow pencil in the color Light Taupe. If I could find it, that would be great. That's what that look means. And show it to the camera. Show it to the camera. There we go. It's Jordana and Light Taupe. Now I'm taking my Make Me Brow from Essence. I'm not sure what color it is, but I know it's like the lightest shade, and I'm just kind of going over my brows again. I like how this makes like the front of my brow look a little bit lighter, and then it goes a little bit darker. I like that look. Now it is time for lashes. I am using a combination of the Max Volume in Waterproof from Wet n Wild, a Better Than Sex sample that I got from Ulta, and I'm just gonna curl them bad boys, do one coat of the Wet n Wild Waterproof Max Volume, and then go in with 2 coats of the Better Than Sex mascara. Next, I am taking the Milani Amore Matte Lip Cream in the color Adorable and just putting that on my lips. For highlight, I am using my Wet n Wild MegaGlo highlighting powder in the color Precious Petals. For my nose highlight, I use my Moda rainbow brush or whatever. I use that to do my nose. But then for my cheeks and everything else, I use my Ingold Wet n Wild brush. Subscribe if you would like to, and